Okay. Hello, everyone. I am so excited. This is this last minute blab that we decided about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah,
I just start introduce Michael from my perspective, and then he can introduce himself. So he popped into a blab where we were having some technical difficulties, and unbelievable he's showing his screen. And as a LinkedIn trainer, that is the one piece in Blab I was dying for. So he talked about this XSplit. And he said he was willing to come on right now. And you guys, as he shows us this, you've got to give him tons of props on this because this is like miracle on Blab Street. So, okay, thank you so much. So, and I offered to pay him and he said no. So we've got to figure out how we can send business your way or what you need, or because like we're a community that wants to help.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a little more formal than I thought it was gonna be. I thought you'd be like, "Oh, how do you do this?" But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to help anyone else if they want to have any questions on screen sharing and stuff like that, third-party programs.
So I thought maybe you would walk us through. I know I made it more formal because I love Blab and
No, it's
it's so
okay. Don't
cool,
worry.
right?
Yeah.
So maybe from screen sharing, can you walk us through the steps? I'll let you do it how you want to do it. So Michael, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, so I'm using XSplit. I've used not Camtasia, sorry. CamTwist, I've used Minicam. I tried Wirecast, Webcam Max, a lot of different ones. For me personally, I like XSplit the most just because you can do, from what I see, the most out of all of them. And there's other ones like Wirecast and Boinks TV, but those are really expensive. Those are like in the $500 range. Yeah, XSplit is for PC, but the alternative to XSplit for Mac is a Wirecast. So you can go ahead and try that one. Here, I'll drop the link actually. XSplit PC.
Okay, so if I have a Mac. So if
Oh,
I
so
go to so I want to go to wirecast.com.
yeah, Wirecast would be the other alternative to it, which is unfortunate because I'm showing you XSplit and you might not even be able to
It's okay,
use
but
it.
there are people that'll be able to follow along, so that's fine. Um,
I think XSplit's coming out with a Mac version soon. It's just the people who made XSplit made it for Twitch streamers. If you're not familiar with Twitch streamers, that's just kind of like people who go on Twitch, they play video games, and they're able to show strategy and behind the scenes and the thoughts and stuff like that. So it was made specifically for them. So that's why there's so many capabilities. If you guys really want to see, and I kind of tell people who are trying to use Blab more and types of like branding in their box, I would totally recommend just going on YouTube and just watching Twitch streams because you could see what people are doing creativity wise, like how they're adding chat boxes or logos or their Twitter stream coming up and stuff. But yeah, XSplit is a PC
so I
program.
think I just found okay, and I think I just put the Wirecast
Yeah, that's the
link
Wirecast
in.
one. Yeah,
So it's $495.
that's the unfortunate thing. Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna be that much. I was hoping for like $10 a month.
yeah. See, Wirecast doesn't have the like cloud system like XSplit does. XSplit has so you can rent it for like $4 a month or
Yeah,
nine
that's
dollars
what
a
I
month.
want.
That's what's really nice about XSplit too, which Wirecast you just gotta like go with it, you know. So that's kind of the unfortunate part of it.
So there's no alternative.
That's technically the alternative. The other alternative is CamTwist, which is free. But well, like to me, what are you trying to do with your
Screen share.
you just want to screen share?
Yeah.
So you can use Minicam, and that is for Mac. And if you're just trying to screen share, Minicam's more than enough to actually do that. Like
So
there's no
I
problem.
downloaded Manicam, but I can't get it to work.
So you're on Mac. So the reason why you can't get it to work is that Mac came out with an update and Chrome hasn't updated the browser to support it. So you have to use Firefox. So just basically open up Minicam first and then open up Firefox and come into Blab. And that's it. Yeah, it does. I promise you success, Jay. I've tried. I fixed like tons of people's Macs. Have you tried hopping on Firefox? That's the only reason why it doesn't really technically work at times is because Firefox. Actually, I'm going to switch programs. Yeah,
All
if you
right.
try Firefox, Jay, I guarantee you to work. And if you want, you could just DM me or you can @sign me, and I'll hop into the Blab, and I'll show you how to set it up and stuff.
All right. I'm downloading Firefox because I'm not really a Firefox person.
I'm not either. I don't use it, and most people don't use it either. But I think the thing is that if you want to get it to go on just screen sharing wise, what you can do actually is you can log on Firefox with Minicam on that one, and then you can open up a Chrome tab, and you could just minimize the Firefox and just never go in it, and just open up Chrome, and you could just do stuff in Chrome because you're just using Firefox as like the routing for your actual your program, and then you could just use Chrome if you want.
Okay. All right. So is everybody capturing all of this? Let's see. This is my computer is not loving Firefox. It's taking a really long time to download
Yeah,
Firefox.
don't worry. Yeah, that unfortunately is, yeah, that's just Firefox for you.
Okay.
So I'm going to actually refresh right now because I'm going to come in as Minicam, and then maybe you can see what you can do on Minicam instead rather than XSplit. And if anyone wants to see XSplit, then I could do XSplit too. But maybe that would be a little bit more to what you're looking for right now.
So I put a 1 in comments if you're on a Mac and a 2 if you're on a PC. So let's get an idea. Uh-oh, I have to know my password for my computer. That's always a bummer. Yeah, I got that. Okay. So what did we get? I didn't see because I'm downloading. Are we mostly?
I think one person spammed one.
My Andy is not a spammer. He just so we have both. One's Mac. Yeah, I'm a Mac.
Yeah, so if you have Mac or PC, you can use Minicam. It is a little confusing for people on Mac Minicam because they're trying to use Chrome, and Chrome doesn't really support Minicam until they roll out an update for Minicam to work or to be compatible. But if you just use Firefox on a Mac and you use Minicam, it'll totally work.
Firefox is not my friend right now. So
do you still have Opera installed right now?
Do I have
Opera?
Sorry, I don't know. But it looks like Firefox does not want to install.
There is a Firefox developer that you can use. 1 second. It's a different version of Firefox, but it works better for people who...
oh, no, it's on. I don't know why I can't find it, though. So I have to find it in my lovely...
Are you explaining? Yeah, I can. Or if you have Opera, you can use Opera too.
Is that the... I don't think I have that. Well, this is now telling me that I have Firefox. Here it is. All right. All right.
Yeah, so I dropped the link right there, and that's like a different... It's called like the developer version of Firefox. But it's just an easier, slimmer Firefox. But you can use it in a Mac. It downloads faster, installs faster. People who are downloading and installing Firefox just kind of like that little frustration with it. Here, I'm going to share my desktop screen, right?
All right. Firefox. All right. Yay. So, wait, I open Minicam first?
Yeah. So once you install Minicam, you're going to open up Minicam first, and then you're going to want to open up Blab itself. The main reason why is that Blab needs to know where to communicate with, and if the program's not open, it can't communicate with it. So it's just not going to work. So always do that every single time, and then you'll be good. So
my computer is not happy with Firefox. It's now verifying stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the frustration with Mac and Firefox is that it takes a little bit of time to actually get it installed. But once you install it, it's all good, and that's all you would log in with. You don't have to worry so much about it. Okay. So yeah. But this is what the interface of XSplit looks like, since someone asked, and while we're waiting for your Minicam.
Yeah, that's Firefox. Perfect. I'd love to show that. Yep.
Okay, so it's going to look a little bit chunky right now, or look a little bit weird in the middle right here. It's just because it's showing my screen, showing my screen, showing my screen. So it kind of looks odd for the most part. But this is what it looks like. These little buttons right here off to the side, these are your scenes. So if I click one, I can load a scene there. So let's say if I click this, let me see, this button right here, if I click it, now it's going to hop over to this screen, which I've already keyed up and already made. So you can make different screens and different scenes for whatever you're going to talk about. So if you know ahead of time, like, oh, we're going to talk about LinkedIn and questions, and you can actually have that screen queued up. So you just go to one and go to another one. So if I went to this, or if I triggered to that, or if I came back to this, you can do like a bunch of different ones. It just depends on how you want to build the scene. But for just this one, what I'll do is, yeah, so like you have this XSplit. Yeah, there is an XSplit that's free version. And the XSplit free version has most of the things that you're going to want. There's just a couple of things that you won't get. But if you do want to upgrade to that, you can upgrade for $4. And that's $4 a month. Or you can upgrade to $9 a month. You won't need the $9 one. Don't get that. That's for like broadcasting on your own server directly, like really intense stuff that you're never going to use for Blab. Unless you're going to do that. I mean, you guys might do it. But for the most part, I mean, I don't even use that. You made that in Minicam. No, I actually didn't make it in Minicam. All the stuff that I made, I actually do branding and like video branding and editing and stuff like that. So I did an After Effects that I imported into here. But yeah, it's not through Minicam.
Okay.
But
so oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So I have my really basic lower third saved in Minicam.
Okay.
And then so now my Minicam is open and my Firefox is open. So I go to blab.im.
So are you? Yeah. So what you need to do right now is just go ahead and reload this browser. Are you on Chrome or are you on Firefox?
So I'm on Chrome right now, where you see me. So
okay, yeah.
You know what, Andy or someone, can you hop in so I can make? How do I make you a host? Because I click G and it doesn't change to H.
Yeah, so if you just go to the top area up here and click it, whoops, I can't click my own, and then just go ahead and you'll see like the little plus sign up there in the top left corner.
That's where I do it. Okay, so I'm making you host. You didn't become host, did you?
Yeah, I did. Oh, now you took it away.
Okay, no, it's
and now it's back.
Oh, I have to refresh to see it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so Andy, is Andy still? Andy left. If someone else wants, I guess you're a host, so I'm okay if I drop
okay
out.
Now.
Okay, so I'm going to close the one in Chrome, and then I'm going to open it up in
Firefox. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. So yeah, if anybody else wants to know, or I could just wait till XSplit. I know one person wanted to show how to do it. I need to. Oh yeah, Boomy, if you want to pull some stuff in, I mean, I can show you some things. Or if you have any questions, just ask me a question and I'll just go over it on XSplit. If you have any specific things that you want to try and figure out or see how it works and stuff like that, because there's so many options. Can this be done on Periscope too? So officially no, because you can do it through your phone, but yeah, there is a workaround. You do have to have a Mac though, and you do have to have an iPhone, and then you have to open up jailbroken software. And then it jailbreaks your phone, and then you tell your phone or Periscope to communicate to your webcam instead of the iPhone. But that's extremely tricky. So for the most part, no, you can't use this on Periscope. But if you want to get super tech savvy, you can do it. It's just, it's a little troublesome. I think there's a YouTube video now that you can watch and it'll show. So what you need to do, I see you're trying to get in right now. On Firefox, you need to go to the top left corner and you'll see the little camera icon and a little microphone icon. When that pops up, go ahead and choose for your camera source Minicam and for your mic, whatever your usual mic is. And then hit Save Selected Devices. And as soon as you hit Save Selected Devices, it should go away. And you just need to refresh one more time. I've actually memorized that. It's kind of funny. So you might not have saved it. Now I'm going to open up Firefox real quick, and I'm going to show you what I mean.
Okay. So how do I then? Okay, so I added a lower third.
So is this the free? Oh, there's one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I don't want to do that. I want to do. Very cool. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. You can jump in a seat, Lynn, if you want to. Let's see. And then I guess it's going to always say Manicam, right?
Well, do you have the free version or do you
Yeah,
have?
I didn't buy it because I didn't know how to make it work.
Okay, yeah. So one thing you want to do right now is your resolution is really, really choppy. And the
Okay.
very first box, it'll say image. And then you should see resolution. It might be like at 360 right now. Go ahead and bump that up to like 720. And then your resolution will get a little more clear and crisp. If you don't see that, I can open up ManyCam and show you.
Yeah. Did that look better?
Yep, way better. Now you can read your text and you look more clear. And now we're zoomed to your eye. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Have some fun with it.
All right, cool. And that's very cool.
So now you got ManyCam to work, which is nice.
So somehow I want to get it so that my face isn't totally cut off. So that's why the zoom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Means I have to clean up. Yeah. All right. Now, how do I share my screen, which is what I'm so excited about?
Okay, let me show you real quick.
You are awesome, Michael. Michael, what do you do for a living? How do you make your money? How can we support you?
So I'll read you my little bio that someone wrote up for me. I help brands stand out in a unique and distinctive way by developing high quality content. In short, what I'm doing on Blab is I'm creating content that helps brand Blabs before the show, during the show, and after the show, whether it's creating promotional flyers or promotional advertising of some sort on Blab, actually running and creating lower thirds and transitions and intros and outros and stuff like that. And then afterwards, helping you develop a strategy of repurposing your Blab content. So, in a nutshell.
So how can we hire you? So if go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you could totally hire me if you want to DM me or you can email me. I'm launching a website actually specifically for Blab. I'm just waiting for Blab to come out with their new changes because it's based on what their new changes are going to be. So I can't necessarily launch the website, I guess, until then because the things don't exist yet. But yeah, if you guys would like, you can email me there.
And then, so what does an engagement with you look like? So if I said I want to get thousands of people on my Blabs, does that, or more people following, or promote my stuff? Like, how does that work?
So for me, what I'm trying to do on Blab in terms of like actual clientele, I'm just trying to create the actual material and the actual branding stuff for your Blab. So let's say beforehand, instead of just posting an update and like, oh, I'm going to be on Blab, actually creating like the timeline cover, actually creating promotional flyers and videos. And like, for example, there's one guy on Blab that I am working with. He did a Blab test. He helped someone out. And the person was like, oh my God, like I'm just so taken back. So we took that video and we showed it before he said, where he was just like, oh, I don't know what I do, to the one afterwards, like his like emotion. And at the end we said, oh, do you want to have this moment for your own business? You can schedule the Blab or you can come do a Q&A. And when you click the Facebook ad link and the Instagram ad link, it linked to his subscribe Blab. And he went from only getting like 3 people to subscribe to like 150 subscribers in that Blab session alone. So it's more for me like actually creating content that helps push your show. And in a sense, if you don't have anything valuable on your show, I can't help with that. It's just more of like I actually create the materials for you to do something a little bit more to the next level than what people are doing on Blab currently. So that's what that's what my goal on Blab is. Plus I do other stuff, like I edit video and I do like websites and SEO and marketing and stuff like that. But in terms of just Blab, what am I trying to do on Blab? I'm just trying to help Blab shows create better content so they can take it to a different level. But
that's awesome.
So what I'm actually going to do real quick is I'm going to come in on ManyCam, so I can show you exactly what I see under ManyCam, and then that'll probably be a little bit easier for everybody.
How informative is this? I'm loving this.
Okay, so this is ManyCam right here. You can see right here you have your little tabs. You have like images and video, images, audio, playlists, trans, all that stuff. The way that you would do it is on yours for the free version, you're only going to see 2 boxes. The rest are going to be like blocked out, so you're only going to get access to 2. So this one right here, I'm going to clear it out. What you'll see on one of them is just a little plus sign. When you click the plus
Mm-hmm.
sign, it's going to drop down, and then you can see the word desktop. When you hover over desktop, it's going to ask you, let me move my thing over. It's going to ask you which one you want to display. If you have multiple monitors, it will give you the option of monitor 1, monitor 2, show all.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And then if you want to, there's another one though. That's the one I'm using right now. It's under desktop, and then it says area under
Mm-hmm.
cursor. If you select area under cursor real quick, sorry. Okay, yeah.
Capture cursor?
Try that. It might have changed it for the newest update. So
Okay, wait. I have full screen custom area under
okay, so the
cursor.
problem that you're having right now. Okay, so go to the top right corner. Oh yeah, there you go. You got it. Yeah. So if you move your cursor now, it'll like track it pretty much. So let's say you want to show something on your website specifically. I can go like this, and then you can pan it down and be like, oh, it's right here. This is where you would click the button to select something. You know, like if you're showing LinkedIn or stuff like that. So that's one that you can use, or you could just show the entire desktop like that, and it'll show everything. So there's two options.
All right, so you can now see my LinkedIn.
Yeah, exactly. So if you wanted to zoom in a little bit more, like, because I've seen your show where you're like trying to tell people, oh, it's that button right there, and they're like, oh, I can't see it. You just be like, it's right there, upload photo, and then they're like, oh, okay, you know. No, I'm not a partner with XSplit, not at all. I've just used it pretty often. I've used most of them, and I've tried to help people to see what they want to use it for.
This is good.
Like I think Boomy app.
How is it to you guys?
Yeah, we could see it good. The only thing I would recommend though is if you're sharing your screen, to remember that if you have a lower third, it's blocking off that little bottom right there. So if you want to take off your lower third real quick when you're showing your screen, you could then show the little bottom section.
Okay.
But yeah, and then if you buy actual Minicam, you'll get access to those other 6 screens. So you can have different ones. So like for me, screen 1's my camera, screen 2's my area under cursor, screen 3, 4, 5 are my monitors, and then the other ones are apps. So you could do that.
And it's what? It's $49.95 forever?
Yeah, for Minicam, but you don't need that one. You can get the $20 one. Just upgrade to the $20 one.
It says there isn't one. There's for me, it's $49.95.
Let me grab a link real quick and see if I can get you for 20 still, and I could just DM you that. Because there is a $20 one. I think you have to like know the special link to actually get access to it.
I like special links.
Yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of testing out different programs and buying them. To me, XSplit was the best. But the only reason why it was the best for me is because things that I was trying to do. Like I can't really say like I can do creative things and then I'm like, oh, but I can't on this. It kind of sounds stupid. So for me, I needed to like be able to do certain things that for you probably just won't ever use because you're like, oh, I don't need to stream my like program files or something. Like that's not something most people are going to do. One thing I'll show you though that you'll like, and that not a lot of people are actually doing. Actually, let me switch this out real quick. If you guys can give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's why we're here. We are here to learn. And Michael, you are the king.
So, okay. Let me pull up my thing. Okay, there it is. So one thing that you could do that most people aren't doing on here is that a lot of people talk about how to do stuff like on their phone and stuff like that, or what it looks like in the mobile version. But through Minicam, you can actually show your phone exactly how it is. So let's say you're trying to do a LinkedIn, you're trying to talk about like the app version.
The LinkedIn app.
Instead of just being like, well, on the app it's different, and you kind of have to like explain it, but you could just go like this. Like this is my actual phone right here, so you can see like, so if you're talking about like even Facebook, like, oh yeah, Facebook mobile, now they have it, you could just actually do this and pull it up and you could show people.
And that's is that Manicam?
Yeah, this is Manicam. Yeah. There's different ones that you could do. So you have to have a connector for your phone? Is there an app? Yeah, so it depends on what phone you have and what computer you have. If you have Droid and PC, it's automatically compatible. If you have iPhone and PC, that's a little bit trickier, but it's still compatible. And that's just downloading a program called iServer, which is free server. And in Manycam, actually, if you go to the tab, let me see. Was it this one? Yeah. If you go to the tab and where the little plus sign is, you'll see add mobile. And when you hover over the add mobile, you'll see a little quick connect. And then this will come up right here. So you can't even see it. I'm sorry. I had it on the wrong area. This will just pop up, and then you would just connect it to your phone. So it's super, super simple and pretty fast. But yeah, it's kind of a nice way for you to be able to share your actual screen with people that your phone. Is it iServer or Orbis? There's different ones, just depending on which one you want to use. The one that I'm using is, let me see. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. The one I'm using is AirServer. Mine's trickier because I have iPhone, PC, so that's a little bit trickier. Carrie, I could just ask you real quick, what phone do you have? And what computer? Oh, okay, you have everything. The easiest one will be Mac to iPhone and Droid.
That's what I have.
You have Mac to iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay, so an actually easier way for you if you wanted to is you could just plug your iPhone into your computer, and then you can open up iTunes. And when you open up iTunes, there's an option to mirror your phone to your actual computer.
Yep.
And then you could do it that way. Or if you want to just use Manycam system, you would just go up to the plus sign, which is, let me see, screen right. You could just go like that. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to bring it over for you. You can just go ahead and click the plus one. It'll open up, and then you can go to add mobile, and then you'll just quick connect to it. That way too. I have a Droid phone.
I missed that a little bit, but that's okay. I would use it like mirroring a second monitor.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be. You don't have to push it to another monitor. You could just push it to.
I could probably do. Oh, this could be fun.
Oh, my phone.
Like I can do AirPlay. Wonder if I could do AirPlay.
Yeah, you could totally do AirPlay. Yeah, it's the same. That's all it is. It's AirDrop. So if you have your iPhone, I'll just show you actually on my iPhone. I was going to explain it, but now I could just show you it. You just swipe up, and when you swipe up, you'll notice that there's this little right thing right here. It won't say it'll say AirDrop, and then you'll select it, and then you'll go ahead and select whatever computer you want to connect to, and then make sure you have the mirroring option on, and then you hit done, and it just automatically pops up to your phone.
You know, I'm on my old desktop Mac, and I don't know if it's picking up AirPlay. I think I have to go on to my MacBook Air.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Interesting. But that's fine. I have to. So if I have a Manycam account, is it per computer, or can I log in on 2 different computers and use it?
Yeah. If you buy it, then you can use that same like serial code or whatever to whatever computer. And that's kind of the nice part about Manycam is that it's PC and Mac, so you can go back and forth. The only thing you need to just have is your activation code, I think it is, and that's pretty much it. So pretty easy to do, pretty simple. You don't have to do too much.
This was awesome.
Although we were doing the XSplit test, it turned out to be
a Manycam.
A Manycam test. But yeah, I mean, I could still show XSplit if anyone in the audience wants to see XSplit.
Yeah, go ahead, because that's why they came in, so we probably should.
Yeah, I mean, you could do things on XSplit like this is a video file. It's like not actually a GIF. And in Manycam, you'd have to... Manycam to get an animated lower third is a little bit trickier. It's not impossible, but it's a little bit trickier.
They make me dizzy anyway, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, there's different lower thirds. I mean, this one is kind of like my crazy, like, lower third that's, like, really on your face, you know? But then I have, like, more cool down ones like this, which is more relaxed. It depends on the room I go in. If I want to go in a room that's more, like, calm, I'll put this one up. If I want to go into a room that's more, like, programmers or like techie people, I put that other one up because I know they're like they would identify with that a little bit more. But it depends on how creative you want to get. Like I did this one, which I was just testing the dimensions. But let's say you're doing like top SEO tips, and then you have something pop in like make sure you do this or like subjects. You know what I mean? You can have like different subjects of whatever you want to have.
Mhm.
So it's just about how creative you want to get with it. You know, I just put this because this is just like a little test. Um, yeah, so I'm triggering these files in XSplit, but I like that file. I'll play it again. This file I actually built in After Effects, but it doesn't have to be as cool and animated as this. I mean, obviously, if it's like cooler and it has little drop-ins and stuff like that, it'll be more attention grabbing. But you could just load an infographic, and when you're talking about it, you could just have a JPEG pop up that says like, tip number one, always retweet or something like that, and then you could just do something like that, you know, a little bit simpler. It just depends on how creative you can get. But that's what, in a sense, what I'm trying to do on Blab is talk to people and find out what their blabs are and watch a couple of their blabs if they haven't done one yet and come up with like strategies or ideas that would be like really, really interesting. So, for example, I'm hosting one tomorrow, or I'm co-hosting one. It's a debate between religion and philosophy and like politics, like that really intense debate. But
Wow.
I have like a timer built up on top, so it's gonna count down people's times. When the person comes in, like say Carrie comes in, her photo is gonna pop up and it's gonna have her little like stats and information, her social links, what her background and stuff like that. So it's kind of like I could just do nothing, or I could have it so people are kind of interested, or like we're in the middle of talking, I can trigger something else, and like so people are coming in instead of saying on the comments like what's going on the screen, it's gonna say what the question, what the topic is, and what we're talking about. So to me, I'm just trying to eliminate chatter in the comments that are repetitive, not in a mean way, but kind of like if you come on and you already know what it's about, you're just like, oh, okay, cool, that's it. And you could just kind of focus rather than like, what are you even talking about? What's even happening? Why are they talking about politics? You know, so that's what I'm trying to do on Blab for the most part. But
This
or
is
even little
awesome.
things
So
like
I want everyone to remove. If you're not following Michael, make sure you're following Michael. And if you're looking yeah. So the Tell a Little Bird. How did you do this again? This is not in Manicam. This was in.
that. Yeah, that's not in Manicam, but you can do that in Manicam. All that was a file. And all I did, like in Manicam, you can add a file on top of it, whether it's a JPEG or in that case, that was a movie file. And I just uploaded. So on my desktop, I had like tweetabird.mp4, and I selected it. And then on Manicam, it'll open up. But instead of a JPEG, it's a video. That's all I did. So then when I just, on XSplit at least, I just hit play. But on Manicam, you do the same thing. You would just select that file, hit play, and it would automatically just pop
How
up. So
can now? Are you and you need to charge if you're doing this? Are you doing those for people?
yeah, I'm doing custom ones for people, and those are the things I'm charging for,
Okay,
definitely.
so if
But
I
I do
wanted
free
to
ones
get
for
one
people.
that had my logo and then that turned into Tell a Little Bird, what would that cost if we
Yeah.
wanted to hire you to do that? Do you
So
you
the
don't
way
even
that I
know yet?
see, that's the thing is that I don't know yet because this is still new, and I had a price beforehand, but I got a glimpse as to what Blab's rolling out with the new updates and add-ons. So it changed my entire like pricing package or like my idea
Mhm.
because it'll be a little bit easier once they roll it out. So for me, that's what my little conundrum is like I'm waiting in the middle of like this is what it cost before, but afterwards it'll be totally different and it won't even apply because
It's
maybe
going to
you
be,
might
yeah.
not need third-party softwares. So all you would maybe need to do is upload a file directly into Blab, and that's it. Versus me setting
So,
up
but you
your
still have to
programs
create
for
the
you.
file
So
for people, right?
yeah, I started to create the file. Yeah, definitely.
And
So
so, what?
I have different
Yeah.
ones. It just depends on what you want. Like I've been kind of like testing it out. I was doing kind of like logo ones for $50, but that would
Mhm.
include video as well and an intro and outro. So it's kind of like you would get like a GIF, you would get the version for your actual program that you'd be using in Blab, and then I would give you the files that are native to Instagram and then native to YouTube, so 1080. So you'd be getting kind of like all versions across all platforms that you could use for whatever you want. So if you wanted to upload an Instagram video with the logo, you could do that, and it'll actually be a square size. Or the other one that I was looking into is actually Snapchat, so you can upload a custom little Snapchat if you wanted to use it. You could do that, but some like I guess examples I can give you is posted right here.
So I definitely want to hire you to do 2 logos for me.
Yeah, let me know. I'd be
Yep.
super
No. So no.
help.
That's like definite. I will if you put your email in the message, and I'm going to send you the 2 logos that I want done. And
Okay, yeah,
then
yeah.
will you throw in tell a little bird that you've already have if I pay $100 to do 2 logos?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have different ones, and that's kind of like a reason also why I'm not necessarily trying to like. I mean, I want to come up with like a basic pricing, but I want to like really try and talk to the people that I'm creating content for and create things that I feel are gonna actually be like valuable to their show, you know? Because I don't want to just give like a cookie cutter Twitter bird logo, which is okay, you know what I mean? But I want to be like, oh, let's make a Twitter logo, but like let's have it if you're talking about like if your show's about drinking or something and have like the Twitter bird drinking like a drink or a beer or something like that, or something that's kind of like more native to what your stuff is versus just like here's this basic general one, maybe it'll work for you, you know. But yeah, I mean I could definitely do basic stuff too. I just want to try and make sure that the stuff I'm
Okay.
giving
So
people
what
is
should our
actually gonna
next step
work.
be? If I want to hire you to do this, what's our next step?
I could just email you or I could just DM you. Whatever one's easier for you. I can give you my phone number too. Usually it's easier just to go on computer of some sort. But um, but yeah, definitely. I mean, whatever you would like,
You know what
whatever
I'm going
one's
to do?
easiest for
I'm
you.
going to put in, see if it comes up. I'm going to put in my calendar. If this
Okay.
actually works. Oh, you know what? I'm not in Chrome anymore, so all my text expander stuff goes away.
That's what I do
Boo-hoo.
when I'm using like Chrome or something. I just like I sign in from Firefox on Blab,
Okay.
and then I
Yeah,
copy
yeah.
the link right here and I open it in Chrome, and I just minimize Firefox and basically just don't pay attention to it because I'm logged in through Chrome now just to comment and stuff like that, but I still have access. So like
All
right
right,
now
so
I'm
I'm doing
actually using
that.
Firefox too,
All right,
but
so I'm going to
Firefox is like
copy.
minimized.
Okay, so I'm going to go into Blab now in Chrome and then leave there.
Okay, yeah, and then I
Okay.
just reply for myself usually just right there.
All right.
I guess oh, it's jammed.
Okay. Oh, but all my lower thirds are gone.
Yeah, so what I was saying was just leave Firefox open when you're logged in via Manycam. Don't close out Firefox. Just have 2 browsers running the same Blab at the same time, but just minimize Firefox, like get it out of the way. You're still logged in through Firefox, but you can come in on Chrome like another web browser because you can run your same Blab twice. You can open up unlimited tabs of the same Blab over and
How
over.
do I? But then I'm going to have some feedback.
So all you got to
So
do is just mute both of us on Firefox, or mute both of us on
what's that?
Chrome. All you got to do is just mute the audio on the Chrome because you're talking through Firefox and hearing through
Oh yeah.
Firefox. So all you're using for Firefox is your video and your audio, and then you're just going to mute the Chrome one. But the Chrome is just so you can keep using all your saved stuff that you have in Chrome. So what are you using? Ross, I'm using
Okay.
XSplit at the moment,
All right.
but talking about. So no. um, unmute like make your audio um uh make it so it's not muted on Firefox because we can't hear you now. You muted the wrong one. Maybe I explained it kind of poorly. This top left. So we can't hear you at the moment. I think you froze up for a second there. I think you gave some great tips on Manicam about a month ago. Oh yeah, Ross, I did. Yeah, because she was trying to show her desktop and her phone, but she told me to DM her. I was like, oh yeah, I'll totally DM you. Like, I don't mind. And I never heard a response back. And then I think she tweeted me like a couple weeks ago, and she's like, oh my god, I totally forgot about the DM. Let's link up. But yeah, any functionality changes besides the name colon, the circle in the middle position besides 4 boxes. Yeah. So there was a few things actually. Um, I'll share my right screen.
Yes.
Hey,
So um, this isn't working well. Let me see. Oh, now my thing is totally gone.
your Manicam.
All right.
So real quick, let me see, what's his name? Life, I think that's your name. Another change was that if you go to start a schedule blab, actually, I don't need to schedule my own. If you go to schedule blab,
So
Leaf like a
weird.
tree. Okay, perfect. If you go to a schedule blab now, the oh, I guess that's like supposed to start right now. Is your thing not working? Oh shoot.
So I lost all
Are you there? Okay, I
audio.
see all your stuff. No, I hear you now. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello? Oh,
Can
I
you hear me?
can. Excellent.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was trying to say is keep Firefox open. Don't mess with Firefox at all. Don't unmute, don't mute anything. Just leave it how
Hmm.
it is. But you can minimize it and then you can open up Chrome and then you can just come back into this blab through Chrome. So you're running both blabs at the exact same time on 2 different browsers. And on Chrome, you're just going to mute the audio so you don't get reverb and you don't hear double audio and
Hmm.
stuff like that. But you're able to comment through there and you're still able to do all your other stuff. It's just Firefox is just minimized because you're just coming in through Firefox web browser so you can run Manicam. But like me, I have Chrome and I have all my stuff saved in there and I have nothing saved in Firefox. I log in through Firefox too. It's just right now Firefox is minimized, and I'm watching this through the Chrome thing because you can still comment because you're in the same thing.
Right.
So that's like a little workaround until Chrome comes out with an update, and then yeah. So Leaf, yeah, the difference on the schedule blab was there's a new a countdown timer, and there's a little this says like copy this link to your scheduled blab, so it's a lot simpler now. Um, did you know about the schedule blab, by the way? Or not schedule, sorry, the embedding links, Leaf? That's like another update. I'm not sure. Oh, you didn't know about that. Yeah, so I guess he hasn't been around for a little while. Leaf's like, this is like a whole new blab.
Yeah, this is very cool. This is
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do
Yep, go ahead.
on Manicam. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do on Manicam, and I know that people want more, but to me, it's kind of like you can have more, but if you're not really trying to use what you have to the greatest ability, you don't sometimes need it. Because like let's say you wanted to have like a lower third, you can still do that on Manicam. It's just you gotta be creative in the way that you like are able to put it on there, or the method in which you do it. But I mean, that's what I can help
So
out
how
for.
did you do the little video that you share? This little video tweeting.
Which
You shared at Leaf Hansen shared it. Did you like it? It says how to embed Blab.
Oh yeah, no, I made that one. Yeah, I posted it so he could see
All
how
right.
to do it.
Now how did you do
Yeah,
that?
that's what I build on After Effects. So, I make videos. Like I actually do video editing for like music videos and festivals and concerts and stuff like that, or even just like commercials and real estate. So this stuff I've just already done. It's just when I came on Blab, I was like, oh, instead of making a video, I could just make an animated GIF version of my video and just make GIFs. So that's what I've
And then
been
how do
doing
you
on Blab.
upload it to here?
So all you need to do is go to a website like imager.com or giphy.com, and you can upload the file there. And then all you literally do is grab the image URL code, which is the thing that will end in .jpeg or .gif or GIF. So I'll show you what it looks like without. Let me see. Oh, it still posted it. Damn. Okay, hold on
You
real
are
quick. I gotta
so
break it. So,
amazing. Did you just figure all this stuff out?
I figured some good amount of the stuff out. I asked a few people, and they kind of point me in the right direction. But yeah, there's actually a link if you guys want. Um, if you click that link, it's a Bitly link. It goes to a Google Doc that I made. If you guys want a bunch of free gifts that I put out, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, Sonia just did it right now. So yeah, you just copy and paste it. Or you can go to any image, right click it, and a little pop-up will come up and you copy the image URL or the image address, and then that's pretty much it. Oh, Carrie has it. I haven't seen that one in a while.
What does she have?
It was one of my test
Ah.
animations that I made of the fire. Oh, you just picked one random one. Oh, is that on there? I should delete that actually. That shouldn't be there. Oh yeah, it is. Thanks for telling me that. I'll delete it right now. That's good to know.
Wow, this
But
is
yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, like if you go look at those Blab gifts, there's a bunch of different ones if you want to, and that's what I've been doing with some people. That's what they've been hiring me for, also to create the branding. So for example, like this guy today, actually, in a little bit, has a show. I should actually go tune into that. I made him these little branding ones where he was doing the same thing, how to delete a comment, but instead it has his branding on it and his logo, so he can kind of like promote it in his shows. My concept behind the gifts, like the help gifts, were just to help people. But let's say you're doing a show and someone's like, "Oh, how do you ask a question?" Or I notice a lot of Blab shows were stopping the flow of the show to help people out and deterring from the actual show what it was meant to be, and just helping people, which isn't a bad thing. But I thought it would be easier just to post a GIF real quick that shows exactly how to do it, and you don't have to actually like stop the conversation just to help someone. You just like, "Oh, here it is. That's how you ask a question /Q or something."
So, Michael, you need to, everyone on Blab needs to know you. I mean, this is crazy. You are a genius.
Well, thank you.
Unbelievable. All right.
Yeah, I just try to help out.
Wonderful. Well, I hope everybody is following you. I see you are very picky on who you follow. I hope you choose to follow me. That would make me happy, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I definitely will. That was
But
like a little
I
bonus.
want to promote the heck out of you. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
this
definitely
is
gonna
really,
happen.
really cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you have any
So
questions too about Manycam, you can just also DM me. Or if anyone has questions on Manycam or XSplit, because there's a lot of little ways that you can be creative with Manycam that you think you won't be able to do things with. It's just like you got to figure out a way to kind of manipulate it. So, like for example, on Manycam, you can play YouTube songs and videos so it sounds crystal clear. It's just you have to select it as your camera source or your mic source, the audio and the video, rather
mhm.
than using like a virtual mixer and all this other stuff. So it's like you could do things. So if you have questions of like, oh hey, can I do this on Manycam? You guys can ask and I'll be more than happy. Or how could I do this on XSplit? Even if it's like a DM or a tweet, I can hop in like a Blab or something like that and help you trouble fix it. I mean, I'm running like 20 programs right now because I'm still testing different things out because I just want to see what I could do the best of. But but yeah, if you have any questions or help, tips, advice in terms of this type of stuff, let me know. I'm more than happy to help.
Well, this is great. So I shared a link to my calendar. If you want to schedule some time, I definitely want to hire you, and I want to pay you for your hard work because I like to get paid for my hard work. And then I want to. I mean, I want you to. I want to buy from you the best stuff, and then I want to promote you because I'm doing a lot of blabs and people will see it, and I want to just give them a link where they can come buy from you. I
Yeah,
love when I
definitely. I
find
mean,
really good stuff.
yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm also trying to like not just make Blab content, kind of I mentioned with the logo. Like, I want people that I work with to like really succeed outside of just Blab because Blab's cool, but to me, it's kind of like, is it making you money and is it actually getting you traffic that you need outside of Blab? Which
Yes.
it's great,
Yes,
and I
it
see a lot of people
has.
hyping up Blab, So for me, it's like when I say like, oh, do your logo, I don't want to just do like a Blab logo. Like I want to be like, oh, here's all the variations for every platform outside of this that you can use. So like, let's say I just make the logo. I'm like, oh, you could use this in your intro for any future videos that you have, or you could post it on
Hmm.
Instagram, and because there's like apps on your phone that you can cut and paste and add clips you know what I mean, you can just add that logo in
Yeah.
there and now you have like a little cool
I was going
branded.
to go to Fiverr and get an intro and outro, but I'll get them from you. We'll definitely
Yeah,
do
I mean,
that.
you could totally use. Yeah, if you guys, I mean, I shouldn't be saying this because I'm trying to promote myself, but you could totally use Fiverr too. Like, if it's not within your budget, you can use Fiverr. The only downside of Fiverr is you can't really customize stuff. So that's
Not at
sometimes the
all.
like unfortunate side,
You have
or
things
they'll
to
like
choose
let you.
from.
Yeah, exactly. Or if you want to
And they're
customize,
not
that's
$5. They give you like 3 seconds for $5. So if you want
yeah,
like 10
exactly.
seconds, $20. So
That's the other thing too. So for me, what I'm trying to do is like I don't want to just make it like a Fiverr type of deal where you tell me you want something and that's it. Like I want to be like, oh well, let me check your shows out or let me see what's going on and create something that maybe like you want a logo, but I'm like, oh, maybe this would be a little bit better than the logo with your logo included. And you're like, oh, you know what, that's a good point versus just like a logo pop up and that's it. It's like, oh, that's cool. But if it actually popped up and show clips of you and like you doing things funny and like your desktop and then
mhm.
LinkedIn and then it comes your logo. That might be something that's more catered to like what yours actually is versus a cookie cutter logo animation and that's it. But yeah.
Yeah, no, this is great. Well, you guys are welcome to keep going. I don't know if you want to continue to keep going, but I am going to have to
Yeah,
call it a day. I have a big day tomorrow. But I
yeah, no worries.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't wait to work with you.
Yeah, no
And
problem.
we'll talk soon. And did you get the link to schedule with me?
Did you drop one in here or did you do it
Yeah, it's
on
up a little further. I'll DM you.
let me see. Oh yeah, I see
Um,
it. Yeah. I got it now.
okay. So schedule some
Yeah.
time. It's actually schedule a call with Bryn.com. Does this look clear to you, my lower third?
Yeah. It's actually really clear.
Okay.
I can read it perfectly. A good way that you can test it too, and for everybody else who's testing out different software and programs, is you can open up an incognito window, which is basically you're not logged into Blab. You would just join as a +1. But you could do that while yours is open and look at that screen. And what you see on the incognito not logged in one is what we're seeing. So if you wanted to right now, if you're on Chrome, just open up incognito, copy paste this link,
That's
and
great.
then you could just. And a lot of people don't realize that it's flipped. So someone will put a logo, meaning to put it up here where your name isn't, and they actually have it on top of their like name, and they're like, "Do you see the time?" Or no, because it's flipped. So that's sometimes like a good little way to test things. Same
Yeah,
with
I
audio.
wonder why they do that. They just do.
It's most software and most companies that stream do that. I can't remember what it is, but it's the way it streams. They have to reverse it. I honestly I should know this, but I can't remember. But every single one does it. Before like Meerkat, Periscope, Blab. I mean, YouTube Live used to do that and all, but it's just the way. I think when you actually go to broadcasting school too, a lot of it actually is flipped. Yeah, compressed. Yeah, it gets changed. Yeah. I don't want to say what it is for certain. I have a pretty good idea, but I think that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, it'd always be flipped. So it's a good way to test it. You could just hop into an incognito or just, you don't have to be logged into one browser and then you just see as a +1 and you'll get to see what it looks like. Because a lot of times you think something looks good and then you hop on and then you're like, oh, this is actually really, really terrible.
Yeah, so now I did date and time, and I think it's in the center of my face, right?
Yeah, it's like right in the center. Yeah.
I don't know how to switch that.
The little so on the time you could just actually grab it and you could drag it and move it around.
Really?
So if you just select that, yeah. So that's kind of a cool one.
That is cool. So now if I put it, I'm going the wrong way. I'm not sure where to.
There was a gentleman here who was trying to fix his Manicam. We were able to get it too. His name's Creative Soul TV. I'm excited to see his stuff. He looked like he was gonna use it for some pretty interesting music based stuff. So we'll see. Is XSplit just for
Interesting.
PC? Yeah, it is just for PC, unfortunately. I read that they're making a Mac version, but it's just working on it. So yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate. Any Mac? Yeah, Wirecast, but Wirecast you actually have to pay up front. Um, all the money. Where XSplit you can either rent it like buy a cloud server system for $4 a month, or you could buy it. I think it's like $80 for the entire program. I'm just renting it for the next 3 months. And I think it came out to like $14 or something. So $14 really isn't like to me a big deal if I like I'm using this for work and stuff. Or yeah, or you could use Manycam too. Yeah, Cam Twist. Those are the free ones. But the ones that are on the level of like creativity wise are being able to do things. It's like XSplit and Wirecast, and then above that is like Boinks TV and TriCaster and stuff like that. TriCaster is like 40 grand, so I don't think anyone's gonna pay 40 grand. Um, yeah, Minicam does screen cap or screen share, I think is what you're saying, and that's exactly what she was doing right now. She was sharing her screen stuff about OBS. OBS is
Yeah,
cool.
this is very cool.
Yeah, OBS is cool, but it's more for like broadcast streaming. And like if anyone on here goes on Twitch or has used Twitch, XSplit was made for Twitch, so you could stream to their servers. But Manycam takes that step out and just says like connect to whatever program you want, and that's it. So there's no logging in, there's no configuring the broadcast or the channel names, nothing like that. You just click and that's it. Your box that's staticky in the middle, if you click that plus, you'll be able to add another picture within a picture. That's picture in picture.
I click that.
Yeah. But yeah. For Mac users, I would ask what you're gonna use it for on Mac, like what you're planning on using it for. If you're gonna use it for more basic stuff, totally just use Manycam because you can get the free version of that or Cam Twist. But if you want to try out Manycam, I think it's a little bit better than Cam Twist. You can just try it out the free version, get a feel. That's exactly what she's doing. She's trying it out and seeing if she likes it. If she does, she'll probably upgrade for like the $20 one, which I'll send
Yeah,
you
I'm
that.
definitely buying it. Did you? Yeah, the link for the $20 one.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll call someone in real quick if you want that does Boinks TV. If anyone wants to see that one.
Yeah.
And that one, honestly, I'm a little bit jealous. I'd rather have Boinks than XSplit right now from seeing what he can do. But that's a program for Mac only.
Yeah, if you want to call me in, I have like 5 minutes and then I got to hit the hay.
Yeah, no worries. Can you hop in and show Boinks for a bit? Yeah, it sounds funny, Boinks TV, but it's pretty good. Send you an email. Okay, awesome.
I've
yeah, I
heard
just seen it
funnier.
pop up. Minicam/cam twist. Okay, we'll see if he hops in. He might not even be around. I think he's like in England or Australia right now. So.
Oh, so it's like 3 a.m. It's 5, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So it's 3:30 if he's in England. However, if he's in Australia, it is 12:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, so it might. Oh, there he is. So there's Tim right there. Tim, people were asking me about Boinks TV, and I was saying it's a really good program, but I can't show them. So I wasn't sure if you wanted to hop on, Tim, and maybe give them a little demo of what it looks like. Yeah, Wirecast is a good one, but it's super expensive, which if you're going to use it just for Blab, that's why I say, like, what are you going to use it for? Because if you're trying to do really sophisticated stuff, then yeah, pay that amount of money. But if you're just trying to show your desktop, it's like, well, you could save $500.
Yeah, I like saving $500. Hello, Leaf. Yeah. How are you? Oh, we lost him. Is your buddy Tim coming on?
I think, well, he's there. I don't know if he's booting up all his stuff.
Is he? Oh, he's in the room?
Yeah, he's in the room.
There he is. Tim hear him? Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I was basically just booting up all my stuff because it's about 3 programs for me to get this thing working. So, yeah, Boinks TV is kind of cool. I'm finding it a little bit crashy, and it makes my computer run hot. So I've kind of it's not something like Michael seems to run his fine all the time. Mine gets a little bit temperamental. So I think they are working on a new version of it as we speak. So maybe it'll be cool. I'll just show you a screen grab of what the application looks like. But
You should show them if you can time your audio, because Tim has some pretty cool
I
audio
can
stuff
show the
too.
audio stuff. Hang on.
If you guys want to see the other side that you can do.
Yeah,
too.
this is
Hang
great.
on, I'll just, there you go. So just so I look a bit more like Boinks TV-ish. And this is where it'll guarantee to crash when I try and show the second screen.
If you guys could tell a little bird, let people know Tim's in the house, that would be awesome.
Show.
We should probably change the topic though, right?
Yeah, maybe you could just change it from XSplit to like screen sharing programs, like general kind of sense.
Settings.
I guess someone sent me a message a little while ago that I was nominated for like the Blab nominations. Have you heard of that?
No.
Yeah, I was nominated for the most creative or creative person.
Absolutely.
Or something like that.
I will second that nomination and third it, Michael. You're doing an awesome job here. You'd think
I made oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, you talk. I'll just keep playing until I've got something to show.
I was going to say I made this kind of like random like shameless promo thing when we were talking right now.
And it crashed. See, that's what happens. So
Oh, Leaf's trying to get on. Oh yeah, totally.
So Boinks is good until you want to actually do something useful with it. So hang on, let me just reboot it and see if I can.
Thanks, Carrie. Thanks, Will. Thank you, Chris. Oh, is it? Guess Chris, tell it. Awesome, you guys rock.
Brand ideas, choose.
I'm giving
We're
up
having
on
problems
that.
getting Leaf on.
Okay, so Leaf, if you want, I can help you troubleshoot that. It's actually a pretty easy fix. I'm assuming you're on Mac, and I'm assuming that you're coming in on Chrome. Come in on Firefox instead of Chrome. Chrome pushed up a new update, and that new update basically isn't compatible with Manycam right now. So you have to wait till Manycam catches up to the newest Chrome update and puts out a Manycam update for the Chrome. So if you just, I'm gonna actually kick you out, but if you come back in on Firefox, Firefox catches some other issues. Yeah, I hate Firefox personally. I mean, I don't hate it. I just strongly don't like it. I won't use it.
It doesn't work well.
Yeah. Another thing that you can use too, though, is Opera instead of Firefox. And I don't have problems with Opera at all. I'm actually using Opera right now.
I think, did I use Opera? That was what was on my BlackBerry like 10 years ago, right?
See, the thing is that Opera is old school and no one uses it, but they've been updating their stuff and adding stuff where it's actually a pretty good web browser now. It's just no one uses it. It has no fame, and Chrome and Firefox are the two that everyone uses. But for Blab, if you don't like Firefox and it's not working well, just use Opera instead. And every issue that you don't like on Firefox, or that you do or whatever, will be fixed on Opera. So if you hate it, go for it.
So that's
try that.
That's Boinks TV. Obviously, hang on, got it.
It looks like Star Trek.
It's like a vision switcher. So the illusion is that. Hang on, let's see if I can move that more in the middle. Too much screen. Move that out of the way. Yeah. So it's like a vision switcher. It's about as small as I can get it. And so essentially then you've got like a transition, like it works on layers. So you can build like your transition layers and click between them. Then you've got effects, and basically then you can switch on and off what effects you want on over what layers. So, and it does handle sound, although I've isolated all its sound handling qualities and given that over to another application. So, which is, I use Sound Siphon, which is this little thing here, and that basically is a kind of a mixer. You can push all your sound through that, but what I've done is choose a more intuitive program, and which is this one, which is called what's it called, Audio Hijack, and therefore you can you can set your input device, you can add processors and things. So, for example, like I can turn this on, and then I can sound like this, which is kind of weird and creepy.
Pretty creepy.
Yeah. Or I can make it sound
sort of like this, which is even weirder and creepier.
It depends on.
But that means that I
cool.
can also channel music and GarageBand sound effects, so like radio sound effects through that. So between those three apps, they're the ones that I'm using as my main like screen grab thing. There's one other app I'm going to buy, which is a slideshow app, but it's a slideshow app that runs within a window, not within, because when you use Keynote, it steals all your screen. So you can create these cool kind of slideshows or sort of information graphics, but you can't grab that as a slideshow and pump it up through your screen grabbing kind of application, because when you hit play, it just steals every screen and does its own thing. So I've got another app that I'm looking at getting so that I can actually do sort of kind of the stuff that Michael is doing as graphics, but do it probably a little bit more as a slideshow that I can then pump through for screen sharing kind of applications. So that's my next kind of, although you can do stuff like this, say static text, and then so that you can run stuff like that, so that if you were doing a text based or a question based thing, then you can run that. Trouble is, if you're actually hosting a show, you spend a lot of time sort of hitting buttons and looking like you're actually doing something else, and that isn't a great way to engage with an audience. So I almost feel like I need somebody else sitting next to me to be the vision switcher and if I was hosting a show, or I could be doing this while someone else is hosting, and occupy a second screen and then help them along. I think that's, but I think it's a bit difficult if you're actually trying to do that yourself and add the text into these slides and things. So, but it's got lots and lots. Lots and lots of stuff that you can add, like you can add film and vision. The other program I use, which I actually use, I channel, like I siphon bonks through this little program called Eyeglasses, which means that I can actually use it as the vision master switcher between cam twist or bonks, depending. If I was using cam twist for something, I can have that running, have bonks running, and then switch between Eyeglasses, which looks like this. Hang on, I'll just change some screens around, and we'll switch back between here.
All right, so I love that you are now the host, Michael. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to wish you all a wonderful night. Do you know how the recording works? Like, after you hop off, will I just have that recording tomorrow?
Yeah. Do you want me to continue the recording, or we could